People, pandi ule paniashan wagwana. Eso de komedana stunji Khalifa tamaramara govika shiame ko junior pandit chief inspector bro. Hey, master pandit. Hey, Forex Academy. Actually keep it simple nice and easy like you done now. Come on, all right? Now this is the Hey Forex master class, where we keep it simple nice and easy, and does not get any much better than whatever we usually do upon the academy. Now I'm going to keep it simple nice and easy, straightforward, no cap. And today whatever I'm going to do is not like the normal day in life where we're going to jump from one activity to another or go and explore the nature. Today we want to explore and dig deeper in the chart. So before we jump straight up on the chart, remember the last time I recorded the video, you were up 2% in the 50k account, but the price action for the week has not been one of the best, and I was also among the people who are liquidated in most of these weeks price action or setups. Yeah. Now before we can start this video, I'm down 4% and I'm trying to get a nice setup which will enable me to recover out at the drawdown. And what best than doing this with haste masters? Yeah, so get to learn how I usually my thinking process going into the market, my entry models, or whatever I look in the market as I'm entering the market, and probably my exit plan, because this is the haste effects. You need to come with the plan, organize the plan, execute the plan, stick to the plan, and your exit strategy. Yeah, so are you going, at the end of the day, are you going to exit the market with profits, or you're going to exit the market with losses? Yeah, so straight up on this. So as we continue with the episode, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you can be among the haste masters in the haste community, and don't miss any other notification. Now straight on this. Yeah, now this is what we are having here. So this is exactly what we are having here. This is a trade on a GBP, on a Euro USD. It is looking well in a Euro than a GBP USD. Yeah? So this is what we are having. This is my pending order, and now I've been activated. Now my trade setup has been activated. Yeah. Now as we are talking, or as we are looking more into this trade, you can see I'm already in a negative $62, but now I'm going in with a 2% risk, trying to recover the loss, because you can see the total balance where I am at the moment is 48 is 48,000. Yeah, so probably I'm in a deep drawdown by now. Yeah, so I'm risking 2% more. Okay, I'm like risking 1%, but my trading space or the gap that I have there is for like 2%. Yeah, but I'm monitoring because I'll be seated here as this trade is playing. Yeah, now the same setup I'm having on a GBPUSD is the same setup I'm having on Euro USD, but it looks well on Euro USD. That is why I have decided to execute it on Euro USD. And before we can even go deeply into the context, remember Euro USD and GBP USD from the bigger time frames, they are pushing upwards. Yeah, now this is a counter trend trade. Yeah, so this is a risky trade, but because this is on Friday and this is the only setup we can get as per London session to try and capture or try and at least make something out so that we can have this as a break even week. Yeah, now whatever made me to jump straight into this market or in this trade, whatever you can see, remember under the haste rules that me always follow before I can execute a trade, we must have a liquidity sweep to one direction, so that we target a liquidity sweep now, or we target a liquidity target to the opposite direction. Yeah, because the market usually moves in four ways. Yeah, targets liquidity, creates liquidity, fills the areas of inefficiency, and goes to balance the equilibrium. Yeah, now whatever we're having here, you can see this is the 5-minute time frame. We have already swept the Asian highs, and after sweeping the Asian highs, you saw that area that I had marked with a gray box. Yeah, now that it means in Euro USD we had already hit the daily supply block there. Yeah, So whenever I go to the daily, now I'll not go to the daily because I never like captured it here. Yeah? Now when you go to the daily, you can manually go right there to the daily and confirm that. When you go to the daily, the Euro USD went straight to that daily supply block that we have there, and is where we have gotten a change of character, where this market is like after we hit that daily supply zone there from the daily, is where now we're getting this a small pullback there. Now it makes sense to trade or to short the market from this area here, yeah, because even if you stretch that whole move which has been pushing upward, and remember this pair has been massively pushing up of late, yeah. Now we are in the premium level or in the premium area in the market, yeah. Now it makes sense for us to sell at a premium to get that counter trend or that reversal, because after an impulsive move in the market, we expect that temporary pause in the market, yeah, before we can continue with the trend, yeah. So this is a counter trend trade, because you can see generally the market has been pushing up, so we want to catch that reversal for the week, that small pullback, and so we need to be careful when the market is going to reverse, yeah, because as always to the Haste community, we always tell you people, learn to listen to the market and be students of the market. Currently we down $187, so you can see coming to the market, you just don't expect to come in and pocket profit, yeah. So as long as you have a calculated risk going into this trade, nothing to be afraid of, yeah. So it means if this market continues pushing up to where I have my stop loss, we'll be losing another $1,000, yeah. But I'll be monitoring it. When we get to a 1% risk, then I'll be looking to zoom out the trade, because when we violate or when we go past this area, this like a small demand or a small supply level, yeah, above the now the in the 1% area there, yeah. So if this market continue pushing all the way and inviolate that area there, then I'll be looking to zoom out it, because yeah, then it means we're going straight to our stop loss and our whatever we talk as a profitable trader, yeah. So profitable traders, they cut short the losing trades but maximize on the winning trades, yeah. But those people who are not like profitable, they get more hopes on a losing trade with the hopes of reversal, and they are quickly cutting short or premature profits, yeah, when they're winning, yeah. So you can easily hold through a loss, but you can't hold or you cannot wait for you to see that take profit being hit on now a winning trade, yeah. So that is what separates boys from men, yeah. Because I am a man like the haste master, what do you expect, yeah. So we have already our haste here planned as well. We have already swept the Asian high liquidity. We have tapped into that daily supply, and we are looking for that reversal or that temporary pause, yeah, to the opposite direction before we can continue with the right direction. And in 5:40 p.m. in Eastern time, we'll expect we have PMI news events, yeah. So we look to exit the market before we have that fundamental news affecting, because I'm more of a technical analyst and not a fundamental analyst, yeah. So that is why I have the calendar, Forex calendar here. I think it is one of the things that have added recently to my way of trading, because most of the time I found out that I was executing trades perfectly, but they collude with the fundamental, or they collude with the news release, which usually most of the time shoots against my technical analysis as a target of liquidity or as a sweep, yeah. So most of the time I'm right in where the market is headed to, but the news usually spikes against to grab or to do a sweep or an inducement. So that is why I need to be cautious of the activities that are happening for the day. So that is why I had first to confirm from the calendar, and I understand by 5:45 we'll be expecting PMI data, release or news event to happen in the forex market. Yeah, so whatever this setup, I want to monitor it and try to exit before that time. Yeah, because this is a trade taken and executed from a 5 minutes time frame, more of a scalp setup, or more of an intra, or more of a session trade. Yeah, because this is a London session. Yeah, so as we are talking, it is it is quite it is 1 p.m, so like 2 hours or 3 hours, so that you can get to the London, or to now the New York Open. Yeah, so where now we down $300. Yeah, so we almost left with like $200 to hit that 1% risk. Yeah, but maybe it was an early entry, but everything else adds up. Yeah, so we'll be not looking well, but we kind of executed the market at a 5 minute support, but then nothing to worry about or nothing to be afraid of. Because see now where the market is at the moment, where we have now this new candlestick coming from the left, we have that formation of, if I zoom it wider, you can see like we have a small supply where we broke now below those areas there, and we'll be looking for the market to reverse from that area there. Yeah, so GBPUSD is also doing me justice there, because I'm switching from a euro to GBPUSD so that I can see the events of this market. What is this market doing? Yeah, as we are headed, or as we are continuing recording. Yeah, now you can see now the loss has reduced probably from 300 to now 247. Yeah, so some of the time you can get a good entry, or you can get a good trade, but then are you willing to wait for now the trade setup to play? Yeah, so looking nice, nothing much to talk about. It is on Friday, so I don't expect much of the volume, but whatever the market has to offer for us, it is what we are going to take. Yeah, and we keep it simple, nice and easy, and does not get any much better than this. Now this week has had multiple and many small news events. The market just opens with a news event, these small news events. Yeah, now whenever you are trading with the 5 minute or the 1 minute time frame, any news event is of essence, because this is a small peep gap. Yeah, so usually go for a small peep stop loss, so that you can have a better risk to reward trade. For example, this is a 1:4 trade. Yeah, if the market goes straight to our take profit. Yeah, so what happens in the event when the session opens with a news event and shoots against you? You're going to quickly get out of the trade, because we are using small stop losses. Yeah, so this is what we're having. So this is euro, and yeah, so I have a line here which usually tells me that if you are able to close now below it, it means now you've completely changed the structure there. Yeah, after those impulsive moves, you usually expect a temporary pause. Yeah, so now that is what the market is doing, more of a consolidation. But I believe once we break below that temporary support that is in that area there, we are going to melt down quickly. Yeah, so looking valid, we have already swept the Asian highs and the buy side liquidity from the left. We have tapped in to the daily supply or daily order block, which is more of a bearish order block from that area there. So everything looks good to sell from that area there. And remember, where the market is at the moment is in the premium level. Yeah, so everything looking good for a sell from that area there. Yeah, panditing. Okay. Yeah, so I'm seeing like now the market is about to, you can see the market, all this candlestick is reversing from that exact area where we have our 1% risk above it. Yeah, so and our losing or our loss is reducing from 300, and yeah, this is a good sign. Once we break below now this temporary support, then the market will now continue reversing downwards. Yeah, so a few minutes later, the market is now slowly dropping or breaking that support that we had there. And this is what, or this is how GBPUSD is looking like. Yeah, so remember today is on Friday. On Fridays we never have like that massive volumes most of the time in the market. That is why we're seeing a GBPUSD mostly like consolidating in that area there. Yeah, even a Euro USD, we don't have like that massive move from where the market is. Yeah, but we're now slowly in profits. Now remember, the market is going to slowly bounce up, going to profits, back to break even. Yeah, now are you willing to hold through? So that is why I respect forex traders, because it is not easy for you to see that this 1 second you're in profit, the other time you are in losses, and again now you are in break even. Yeah, that is why I usually say trading is 10% buying and selling, but 90% waiting. We have already had a setup. Now, are we willing to wait and monitor and see what the market is communicating to the haste masters? Remember, now we are in an active haste scene. Any decision you make as a trader, you can either make a big decision that you are going to regret, or a better choice of a decision. Yeah, now you can see we are now up $400 as per what we're seeing now. Yeah, as per what we are having at the moment. Yeah, so whatever you can see here, we have already broken down below that area, or that level that I had there. So meaning we have a shift, or now our change of character is now confirmed from now the lower time frames, which are the 5 minutes and the 1 minute, which are the primary drivers of the market. Yeah, so everything looking good. Yeah, now to the 15 minutes, this is what the market is looking like. Yeah, now you can see after we have hit that premium area there and the daily supply, or that order block, we usually expect that temporary reversal. But this is my take profit, which is going to guide me in now the extreme or the maximum profit I will expect from this trade setup. Yeah, but in between where the take profit is and our entry or our break even, we also have other levels where the market can easily reverse or respect. Yeah, and remember, now this being a counter trend trade, we need to be cautious of what the activities of what the market is talking about. Yeah, now we kind of going to hold this trade going to even New York open. Now we have broken below that area, confirming to us now we have that shift of structure, and we also have another level below it. But then we are looking for most of this trade of this volume to continue shooting down. Yeah, so nothing much there. GBPUSD usually moves aggressive and massive than euro. Yeah, so that is why most of the time I prefer analyzing both. But if I get a better setup on euro, I usually prefer executing it from euro. But when it is now that 10 a.m. Frankfurt open manipulation, we have a clear sweep of either side, and we have everything looking good for GBPUSD. We usually execute there and wait for seconds or minutes for the take profit to be smashed. Yeah, but for this case, remember we are way past the London open, so that is why I preferred going for euro USD, so to try to recover from that massive loss. Yeah, we back $300. So that is the thing with the market. You are going to be in profits, back to break even, profits, losses. But what determines or what makes you a better trader is how you usually carry yourself. For example, generally for this account, I'm in a drawdown. Yeah, so each and every decision I make, or each and everything I do, yes, counts a lot. Yeah, now after waiting for quite a long time, now we are up at about we're now up at about $700. Now we are past that that gap of 1%. Yeah, so probably we can look to break even, or now lower our risk from where it had. Remember, if this market could go straight to our stop loss, we were going to lose $1,000. Yeah, Now we are going to at least now reduce our, now try to lock our profits. Remember, we don't want to go aggressive on breaking even, or because we can, the setup, we need to give it enough room to breathe, yeah, as we are managing it, because we are actively in this screen, yeah, and trying to record these processes here and there, yeah, from when the market was when we were tapped in, and probably when we are going to exit the market, yeah. So everything looking good. You can clearly see this is a counter trend, a trade, because the market is pushing up. We have a broken, we have swept the buy side liquidity. We have taken the Asian high liquidity. Now probably where is the rest of the liquidity lying? In the Asian lows, or in this area here where we have those lows there. So the market can be attracted to those areas there, and as the market is coming to those areas there, before we can expect that trend continuation to the upwards, we could have locked in some profits, yeah. And now that we are now slowly reducing our risk, or our losing amount, now I think this area here, we also going to protect some profits. We now up $900, almost to 1,000, now making sense for us to break even, yeah. And it is 417, and it is 417, yeah. So we have not like totally broken even. You can see now the risk, if this market goes against us, now we are going to lose that 1%, which is $500, yeah. But you're already up $1,000, so it makes sense for us to now break even, yeah. Now we have everything to gain, but nothing to lose. Now that is the beauty of understanding your system, believing in the strategy, yeah. It was more of a sniper entry, because it was a minor consolidation in that our entry place there. I should have placed my sell stop order slightly below that support, but the market consolidated there before. Now we have the rest of the volume slowly pushing down and down and down, yeah. So we are like 416, and we already know by 5:45 we have a PMI, yeah. So there's no pain which hurts than waiting all this long, and then the market just reverses in 1 second and goes against you because of news events, yeah. So that is why I'm always aggressive, or always protective when it comes to these news events, yeah. Now that we are $1,000 in profits, and now remember our equity is now at 49,300. We're almost coming out at the drawdown, yeah. So it makes sense for us now to completely break even. Hence we have everything to gain but nothing to lose, yeah. So we now up 1,100, and yeah, so it makes sense at the end of the day. Now the worst case scenario is, if the market goes against us, we are going to lock in $35, yeah. But we don't want to be aggressive as such, yeah. So we need first to give the market enough room to breathe, because we believe in our system, yeah, and because we are here to monitor the trade running, yeah. So nothing better than that. Simple, nice and easy. We left with 400 there to get out at the drawdown, yeah, which was our key element, or which was, remember, if we hit our take profit, we are going to make 3,980. Basically we are going to get out of drawdown, and maybe 4% in profits, or yeah, there, yeah. So which could be a good, but we are basically going to take what the market has to offer for us. And keeping in mind we have news coming by 5, we need to be vigilant and make a decision which we are not going to regret, because as a trader, each and every decision you make in the markets, you either going to be proud of it or regret your consequences, yeah. Not as confirming the news. You can see it is probably going to come at 5:45. We have that PMI news events coming there, and now I think where the market is from that area there, it is making sense for us now to exit from this area here. Remember, we are almost yeah, makes sense for us to exit this area here, because what makes me thinking of exiting the market at this area here, on your left you have that being more of is it, okay, I don't want to use heavy words because I'll be confusing or I'll be making a lot of contradictions. Yeah, now it is almost 4:40. We don't have like enough time there, so I've adjusted my take profit to those lows there. But what better than exiting from that area there, because we are seeing that momentum that you are coming towards that area is slowly dying. And from the left we have a key area of support, which is more of like a breaker block where the market can easily reverse from there. Yeah, so we're also going to confirm from GBPUSD. Now from GBPUSD you have seen already we have a double bottom forming, meaning we are getting resistance from that area there, and Euro USD and GBPUSD goes hand in hand, confirming to us a potential reversal. And what better than exiting the market at that particular point and wait and see, is this decision going to cost us at the end of the day, or leaving at this area here has it been the greatest decision to make at this particular area there. Yeah, we have multiple confirmations. Yeah, now early in the morning I took a negative $300, and now we have been able to close the day at about $800, and we only left with 480 something dollars to get completely out of drawdown. Yeah, now this being the area where we have exited the market from, I'm going to mark it and still sit here, wait for the news events to come, and generally how the trade is going to hand out from this area here. Now remember, firstly, we only needed some profits because we are trading against the trend. This is the counter trend trade. Yeah, from GBPUSD you have seen a clear double bottom forming, and most likely a reversal from that area there. And from Euro USD you have seen the sell momentum dying, and is like the market wants to respect that area there. Yeah, now from the 1 minute, this is what is happening, or this is how it is looking like. Yeah, so we have had a moment in the market where the market has not been moving as such. Yeah, you can see the massive momentum which was coming in has now ended. Yeah, that is why I usually tell the haste masters, learn to be students of the market, learn to interpret what the market is telling you and listen to what the market is telling you. Yeah, so that is why we were able to get a good entry from that area there, monitoring it all the way to this area here. And because we are approaching that period of news which we don't want it to affect our trade, now it was a good decision to exit the market. As for the haste, because again we are $1,200 in profit. Yeah, now what better than seeing you in this kind of profits only for the market to reverse and you lose it all. Yeah, now you can see clearly after exiting this market is where now we now getting like that green candles from. Yeah, which makes us now start believing that our decision to exit the market at that area there potentially should be like seen as a sniper exit in the market. Yeah, because what are the odds that the market can now reverse from that area there? Because from GBPUSD we have seen a formation of a double bottom, which is mostly like, which most of the time is a reversal pattern. And where we have exited the market from, we have seen the first reversal doji followed by an engulfing, which is a bullish engulfing candlestick. And again we have seen the followed again by another like bullish candlestick, which is a green candlestick. Yeah, so we kind of exited at a sniper entry. Yeah, at a sniper exit. Yeah, now this is how the market is looking like at the moment. After exiting the market is now slowly reversing to break even. Yeah, now after waiting from morning where we executed the trade until where we exited the trade, now we could be back. Remember we closed the trade at $1,200, and now the market is reversing, meaning we could have now lost some of our profits. Yeah, but we could regret the decision if this rest of this volume continued going into profits. Yeah, now this is a decision we have not done impulsively because of emotions. No, it is a decision we have taken because of what the market is communicating, with the reference from what GBPUSD is doing and with the reference of what EURUSD is doing. It made more sense to exit the market from that area there, which for me I think was a sniper exit, because it does not make sense to break even at the end of the day, wait for hours only to get out of the market with no profits at the end of the day. Yeah, so it makes sense. Yeah, so some of the time it is good to compound those small profits than losing it all. Yeah, so let us see what GBPUSD is doing, because we usually have a comparison between these brothers, which are pound and euro. Yeah, now in GBPUSD, if we executed this trade on a GBPUSD, by now we could be taken out at break even and now slightly deep in some losses. Are we together? So we do the His Masters, we have come this journey together, showing you how the market was triggered, holding through the losses until we were able to come into profits, and the market got to give what it got to give. Yeah, we don't force profits out of the thing. Yeah, now not this massive volume pretending like it wants to come back after having a change of remember, now when you go to the 15 seconds, we have already changed. We have already have that market structure shift from now the 15 or the 30 seconds, yeah, even to the 1 minute, because whatever we're having, the last candlestick, which is a rejection doji followed by an engulfing, that most of the time that looks like an order block or a demand area after a break of structure where we look for the market to come down and activate. Yeah, so it does not make sense for us to believe that this short volume that is coming in the market is going to break past that area there. Yeah, so once the market is done with that area there, I cannot buy again from where this market is, and I am expecting news events in a few. Yeah, so for the sake of protecting my profits that I've already gained, I'll choose to lock the profits and wait and see where is this news going to manipulate to. Are we going to sweep that area there, or are we going to break structure and go upwards? Yeah, so that is how always my trade usually goes, and that is what I usually call my thinking process throughout the trade journey. Yeah, with only less than $500 to come completely out of drawdown in this week. That, so I was reading, or I was going through a comment section for a trader in the country who was saying this week has not been one of the best, and under the comment section people were saying how much they have lost. Another person said I have blown $2,000. Other people were like, I've lost my account, because most of the, now remember on Wednesday, where now a lot of people lost money on Wednesday, on a euro we had a clear supply area, or where we can call a bearish demand order block here from the 5 minute. It was clear, anybody who was in the market could notice. Yeah, so go to Wednesday chart on a euro USD, even GBPUSD. Yeah, so you can clearly see that order block or that supply area which everybody was expecting, and we had people placing their pending orders in that area there. Even me, exactly. I think I'll pin that screen record here. Yeah, so the market, what it did, it went to that area there with massive buying volume. Yeah, and I lost 1%, and I was like, I knew the market at the end of the day is going to reverse, because that was a strong supply area. Yeah, and again I entered again, so I lost 2% in the first trade, and again I lost another 2%. But if that if had I not lost that area there, then it means I could have completely done with this the first phase, and now this trade I could have taken it in now the second phase account here. But then risk was managed, although it was aggressive. Now the market went and induced us, all of us out, only now to come and use that area there. Remember, once an order block has been inviolated and the market has gone past it, now whenever we are going back to that area, we usually see that order block which was inviolated as a breaker block. Yeah, so the market went and a break below it, a retest, and then now it went straight to the take profit. Yeah, now we use that order block as a breaker block. So had I waited for that change of whatever to happen, I could have not lost the 4% in one trade setup, which completely inviolates all my trade setups. But it was like the feeling of I've traded this account for a long time. I only need one setup to now get rid of it, which made me to take that aggressive loss in the market. And thank God we have been able to recover from the loss, because as a trader, whenever you're in a loss is where you make that stupid mistake of, now if it wants to go, let it go. Yeah, because I've tried my best. Now if I want to blow, now let it blow, and so that I can focus on other things. Yeah, well, you could have just chilled, go concentrate on other things, come and find a beautiful setup, wait and see what the market is doing, and maybe probably recover from the loss slow by slow. Yeah, so remember, I'm trying to share one or two activities as you're waiting for the news event. Yeah, now this trade I took it in my prop account, and of course my live account. Remember, we usually use the Justmarkets as the best broker manner global. Yeah, so I was also able to capture some of the monies in my live account, so that money from my live account can be able to sustain me. Even if I lose this account, I can probably be able to purchase another one, because I'm not making money from this account until the day I'll be funded, make profits from it, and get my 80% profit share. Now in between, before I get funded to when I get funded and be able to withdraw, I always spend money daily in bills or food. Yeah, so you cannot avoid those things. Yeah, now having a live account could help in handling some of those small bills here and there. Yeah, so that is why with the link in the description you'll get two links. One, funded next, which is a recommended funded prop that I can recommend anybody to. And now to use the best broker manner global with the highest leverage of 1:3,000 and a tight spreads, zero commissions with the Justmarkets. Yeah, so that is it. Yeah, so those people who watched the day in a life, I was also talking about the psychology of money, or how money came to originate. Yeah, and now the series or the episode continues. Yes, that is why it also makes sense for you to make sure you have watched the previous videos, because you'll be able to understand where we're coming from or where we are headed to, right? Yeah, now one of the best ways of making money is through leverage. Yeah, so rich people leverage more on their capital. Yeah, so that is why, for example, as a trader, remember the reason why I usually trade with Justmarkets is because of the highest leverage of 1:3,000. Yeah, so it means I have high purchasing power even with my $1 account or with my $10 account. So that is why in the past I could easily flip a $1 account and make profits out of the thing, because I'm given high leverage. Yeah, prop firms give you high leverage a beginner or anybody can get from your capital. For example, the $50 the 50K accounting funding, I usually goes for, in this the equity edge goes for $200 there, but then with the discount codes I got it around with, is it 200 or 180 or $170 there. Yeah, imagine with only 100 or $200 of capital or of initial investment, you can be able to get, now this is it. Yeah, now this is the news event. It shot completely against us. Now you can see we could have now been stopped out at break even. So it was a sniper entry and a sniper exit, because we had already broken even before exiting the market, and now the news event has shot straight to our break even. Now it makes us feel proud of ourselves. We have nothing to lose. We have already locked in profits. We could, if we continued waiting for the take profit to be smashed, at this time we could have returned everything back to the market. So that is why, as a trader, have your take profit and a stop loss as the maximum or the bare minimum, but listen to what the market is telling you. Yeah, in GBPUSD, the news event has shot straight to the stop loss, I believe. If we had executed this trade in GBPUSD, we could have now been stopped out at the market. Yeah, so that is why it made more sense for us to purchase or to take this, to execute this trade from Euro USD. Yeah, now in Euro USD, it is pretending like it wants to reject, but this was a sniper entry and a sniper exit. For real, it does not get any much better than this. Yeah, so this is what the market had to offer, and we have taken it, we have maximized the maximum potential that we could get from this particular setup, right? Yeah, we keep it simple, nice and easy. And you can see as well, after exiting the market did not go any further from that area there. That is why I had this line to remind me of the decision I made. Now that the news is over, we can now exit the market, and you can see where the market is at the moment. If we decide to re-enter back in the market, we'll have a wider stop loss to work with or to deal with. Yeah, so making sense, or does not make now sense to re-enter back the market and surrender back the money. Yeah, and it is on Friday, so what better than just waiting for Monday and we come and now deal with this phase for next week once and for all. I mean, come on. Yeah, it will make sense once we get that certificate and make our profits out of the thing. Yeah, but I think for now it is making a lot of value for the Haze community and the Haze masters who have been able to follow me through when we started this series until now, when we're almost coming to the end. Yeah, so ProFarm, you can leverage more on the ProFarm, and you can use leverage with the Justmarkets to make profits out of the thing. Yeah, so it has been the Haste FX masterclass. Does not get any much better than this now, because the market never came to our Asian low, and now afterwards you can see this could be a losing trade, but it was a losing trade, but the Haste master was able to capitalize some monies out of the thing. Yeah, and because we were counter trending, now makes sense for us to get what the market gave us. Now this was a beautiful one-to-one trade. Yeah, instead of us waiting all the way for a 1:4, we were able to exit the market at the key time based on what the market was telling us. Yeah, so if you've gotten sense or if you've gotten value from this video, don't forget to follow or subscribe so that you can get more of this. Until next time, my people, panditing.